What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Episode 44 of the walkthrough, picking up here in the Moonlight Altar. So, this will be our last episode, tightening up everything. So, we've fully completed the up to the capital. The only things left, like we've done everything in the underground, all 100% of every single underground area, 100% of the area, now 100% of Kaled as well. 100% of Limgrave. All that is left is the Moonlight Altar, and to knock out the four belfries right over here, and that's it. Besides that, everything else is done. Mount Gelmir 100% complete. Besides revisiting Volcano Manor at a certain point, Altus Plateau 100% complete. The capital, upper level and lower level, 100% complete. So after the Moonlight Altar, we're gonna jump on over to the four belfries, and we're going to move on to the end game. Finish getting prepped up for the DLC, baby. So, because as I mentioned before, guys, we are taking this all the way through. So the DLC does not have any trophies. We're going to show you guys how to 100% get a platinum on this in one single playthrough, with backing up our saves, as mentioned at the beginning. Then I'm going to show you guys how to truly and confidently prep for the DLC. Larval tears, valve bearings, stocking up on every single smithing stone and somber stone and grave gloverts and ghost gloverts and consumables and crafting. Like, we are going to get more prepared than you could possibly imagine. I'm going to show you guys a good late game farm where we can go get 20, 30,000 runes every few seconds, pretty much. Maybe every minute we'll get like 30,000, maybe a lot more, actually, and then we'll just go buy the shit out of a bunch of smithing stones and somber smithing stones and just completely get ready. We'll go over there and we're going to do a 100% walkthrough of that, as well. Now, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's been a really fun time, so I hope you guys take this journey all the way through with us to the end. Just keep in mind, the DLC doesn't have any trophies to get. I'm just going to, 100% complete this with you guys on a walkthrough and show you, boss strategies, as those bosses are really hard movesets. The regular enemies, the elite enemies over there, are really hard. But I'm going to get you every talisman, every item, every spell, you name it, every secret. There's a lot of secrets over there, a lot of really cool stuff. We're going to 100% that DLC. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys join us for that. Now, picking up where we are now, Moonlight Altar, we got this after we completed the underground. We took out Estelle, took the elevator up, completed Ronnie's quest and unlocked that trophy endings. And as far as our trophies go, guys, the hard shit's over, it's just killing every boss, upgraded weapon to +10, visiting the round table hold, your 2 secret endings, besides that, which we already got. We have Ronnie's ending unlocked. We even have the Death Blight ending unlocked. And now we have the Lord of the Frenzied Flame unlocked. Now, it's very specific, and we have to cleanse that Frenzied Flame to get platinum. It's really complicated. We'll get to that at the end. But all the hard ones are unlocked. From now on, it's just collect every item, kill every boss. That's it. That is it. We've done the hard stuff. So, now, there's still a lot of stuff to know. Some things are very hidden. But we'll get them, Either way, we're picking up here from the Moonlight Altar. First thing we're going to do is, if you look on your map, we're just kind of going, what is that? Pretty much northeast from there, northwest from there a bit, and you're going to see some ruins. Actually, no, we went because we took the main road. So, we're taking the main road out, so pretty much just straight north. Then we're going to jump over here towards the west. Now, if you were to stay on the road, going to the right, that's the Cathedral of Manus. Now, we got the Darkmoon Greatsword, Ronnie's quest down there, but we never killed the dragon here. But we're just going to kind of veer off to the left, go hit this, these ruins over here, since they're right here right now, and then we're going to take out the dragon. So, there's no real point in talking about it because you can kind of see it all, but still, I like to try to be detailed as possible. Now, this is worth our time. I mentioned to you guys how rare Somber 8s are. There's actually some we're going to get here, and Smithing 8s too. We'll pretty much be able to max out a weapon really shortly. With doing Garenk's quest, we'll get a final upgrade map for basic weapons, and that's what I'm referring to, guys. When I say fully upgraded weapon, we already had a chance to fully upgrade a Somber weapon, but we're about to have all the stones here in a minute to fully upgrade one weapon. When we get to Mountaintops of the Giants, by the end of it, you'll have a basic weapon fully upgraded. Now, this is going to be like 12. To be honest, there's going to be about 12 Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones for regular weapons, and there's going to be 8 Somber Dragon Smithing Stones. There's 8 Somber weapons can be fully upgraded, and 12 regular weapons. Now, we do want to save this stuff for the DLC, but there's a lot over there as well. So you can already see these guys are going to annoy the living shit out of us. Because they like to disappear. If we just follow that, yep. We're just going to have to kind of deal with them, you know. Just follow that and eventually we'll be able to lock onto these guys. I'm hoping that's all of them. Now, what we want is actually, where is it? It's like the northwest. There's going to be a like invisible stair set again. And I will be teaching you guys how to get past Moog, and we'll take out Mogwin's Dynasty before too much longer. So you guys, if you want to go to DLC early, you can. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, just to give you the freedom to do so. Because if you don't have all your bell bearings, when you find weapons over there, they need to be maxed. They gotta be plus 25 on regular weapons, plus 10 summer weapons, or you're just gonna have a really bad day. You know what I'm saying? A really bad day. So until you have all the bell bearings, I wouldn't go there yet. But if you want to go there, maybe grab a few weapons or whatever you want to do, you're more than welcome. So this going down here, we're gonna pop a chest. There's gonna be your 8 right here. Somber 8, baby. So I think we were back up. Oh, we have 2 somber 8s. We're going to have a plus 9 seal, plus 10 weapon. I'm eventually going to have to pick a shield and stick with it. I don't know what shield I want to use yet. I might just level a few points into strength so we could use our gold shield. That's the one I really want to use. Just a really, really solid shield, you know what I mean? We're not doing the strength builds. Our options are pretty numbered. Alright, now it's about time for the big dragon. We're just kind of doing a look-see. Like I said before, we write down the big stuff. I don't write down every little thing, and there's probably not much else going on here. There are a total of 3 ruins. 3 ruins in the Moonlight Altar. Alright, that's your first. Yeah, we might bring this shield all the way up. If I can find another one. It's kind of getting to the point where I need to choose one, though, for sure. I mean, we could go with this. It's only getting 93 damage negation. But I'm not... The damage negation's big. But I'm more concerned with the guard boost. And this guard boost here is at 61 unupgraded. That thing should be like 70 for fucking medium shield. It's absurd. You know, it's absurd. There's just not many choices for a medium shield. You know what I mean? We could stick with this one and fully upgrade this. What's our guard boost? 60. Okay, unupgraded. And it has the 100 damage... physical damage negation. It's not bad. We might go with it. It fits the build. We don't have to waste any levels on, you know, we're going to have to waste any levels on strength that we don't actually need. So now, we're going to head back towards the cathedral. And we're going to take out Abdullah, getting one of my favorite spells of the game if I was ever to truly do a mage build. You know, after this series, there's no new games come out for a while, so I might do another walkthrough, but if not, we're going to maybe do like a Soulsborne marathon, and eventually we'll get to this game again. When we do, I might try to go for a mage build. I've never really finished a game with one. Now, you can bring Mimic, keep that in mind, guys. Just because I'm not big on these things don't mean you shouldn't use yours. Alright, so remember, always run to the left if you're facing him dead on. And she has some extremely powerful spells, guys. I mean it. Extremely powerful spells. Alright, heal through it if you get hit. Run backwards. We've almost put her down already. It's crazy. We've only been hit a few times here. See if we can get behind the wall. Yeah, she gives one of the... Damn, how long are you going to do that for? She gives one of the best spells in the game for mages. Actually, this Frostbite. It's this right here. Damn it! Yeah, a lot of damage. She does a lot of damage, for real. Sucks about at her. No stake America. We'll probably just jump on up and fast travel to the cathedral, make it a little bit quicker. Yeah, she's a tough fight, that guy. It's a really tough fight. Since we do have quite a bit to cover this episode, I might just go and summon Mimic. I just don't really think it's needed. I don't know. It might be needed. It is Abdullah, the the real version of her. It might be needed. To me, not so much, because we're kind of doing a bleed build here, which I never usually would, but I've never done one before. It's the only build I've never done one, and I know people are going to try to go for it anyway, so I said, you know what, might as well show everyone how to put together a real one, because I know all the items in the game, what's good and all that. But I hate the Mimic with the bleed build, because it might just be too much, I don't want to take away all the challenge. Damn. Yeah, it does big damage on the stomps even. Usually they don't do that much. We weren't even near you, Abdullah. Did we get her? Yeah. Yeah, it's the only bleed weapon in the game that I know of that breaks posture like it does. It's crazy. God, look at that blood loss. There it is. Like I said, not too bad, right? 144,000. Abdullah's Moonblade, which is not a legendary sorcery. You would think so, because it's really good. So, there was that one spell, Church of Vows, that summoned a huge, colossal greatsword. That's your wand, right? Magic greatsword. Well, that's similar, but it's frostbite. So, yeah. I don't have to tell you how dope that is. Or just short. We'll wait. We've used up so many of our runes. Yeah, I'd say our base stats are good for the rest of the game. If we want more, we can get them. Going to the DLC, it's recommended having 60. As long as you're just a semi-decent player, I think 50 is good. And then when you get over there, just put like 5 to 10 more at the start. Because we're going to get a lot of levels going through the DLC too. You don't stop getting levels, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to finish this main game between, I'd say, 175, 185, which is absurd. Usually it's about 150. Yeah, but if you look at our stats, we're at 140. And we have like 5 regions, so let's see. Forbidden Lands, Mountaintops of the Giants, Consecrated Snowfield, Halleck Tree, Fair Missoula, and then obviously the Ashland Capital. Alright, so from here, what we're going to do, what should we do first is the question. I guess we'll go over this way. Knock these ruins out first. There's 2 sets of ruins here. One's going to get you a talisman, one's going to get you some smithing aids. Alright, so there is going to be revenants here, and some holy revenants. We all know how bad they suck. So right here, you always spawn at the same spot. He can be a doozy, you guys know this. Like, freaking worst enemy of the damn game. God, that shit's still down? Holy cripe. Holy cripies. Alright. Now what we're looking for is right here. Use a stone sword key, smack this. And we are getting another legendary spell we need towards our platinum here as well. About got them all. Like it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I think the only one's left is this one, the other spell, Mountaintops of the Giants. It could be wrong, but alright, now from up here, I think it's down there, yeah. But just make sure we got it all cleared before we, get to the bottom. There's actually, like I said, 2 sets of ruins, and they're pretty much just side by side. They're different. They have different names and everything, but they are side by side. There's the other ones right there. It's kind of weird. Alright, throw a marker, and we are good. And going to the other one's going to get us our smithing 8s. The 7s or 8s of that? I think it's 8s. There are smithing 7s here too, though. Both are still kind of rare at this point. There's only one cave or tunnel in the whole game that I know of, and it's in the secret optional area that even has 8s lying around. It's quite crazy if you think about it. There's like 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. They have multiple, multiple tunnels with those stones. Alright, just gonna smack that. Come on down. And get your 8s. So we got 3 right there. I think we actually get a total of like 9 here, which is really nice. We're at 6. So. Oh, we kind of fucked him because he can't spawn in. Oh, we're about dead too, though. Just gonna cleanse on up. Alright, we got our smithing 8s. Let's jump back on torrent. There's nothing else here. And if you were to follow this hill back on up, it just kind of wrap back around to the cathedral. So what we're going to do is work our way downhill. There's a few things left. We're going to have an Evergel, a puzzle tower, and like these just little towers by themselves that have a bunch of smithing stones in them. And that's it. There's not much going on in the Moonlight Altar. Now this puzzle is one you do need to solve for your platinum. That's where your legendary spell is. And you look here and we're looking over Liurnia. So there's that fire monk camp where we got one of our prayer books. So this is how you get here. You've seen this zone since the beginning, of the game, but unfortunately you just couldn't get to it till now. Some good stuff up here with upgrades and spells. They weren't going to give it to you too easy. You know what I mean? That's not how it works. Alright. Now there's stuff around, like when you go around here you'll see like some crystallines and stuff, but I don't think it's worth your time. Nothing comes from it. I did check. Unless I missed one or some secret behind them. I never see that with them. These fuckers are beefy, ain't they? We don't have to waste our time. We're probably worth like 800. And there's our puzzle tower. As I said, all we did was follow it around downhill. Instantly back uphill. Then we'll eventually shoot out the other side. You'll see. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Now this can most definitely be extremely confusing. For sure, extremely confusing. And you're going to want a bow and arrow for what we got to do. You can use spells. If you're like us, using incantations. Remember, incantations are good for like mid-range, but when it comes to like long-range stuff, spells work great, but incantations, unless like you have lightning spear, it's just better to, have a bow and arrow most of the time. If you want to rest, do it now. We can't rest for a minute. Reason being is, with all these towers, when you rest, it resets whatever you've worked towards. So if it's like kill 3 turtles, which it is again, so if it's kill 3 turtles and you kill 1 and then you fast travel or rest, you have to restart it again. So, keep that in mind. So once again, seek 3 great wise beasts. Now one's going to be directly behind here. We've gotten so much shit. That's how you know when your inventory for your weapons looks like this. Look how many of them are just special weapons too. Look at this shit, guys. Look at this shit. A lot of drops. Most are actual weapons. Very unique. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I mean, just our staffs alone. And staffs, there's not a bunch of staffs, but 1, 2. Those were drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 staffs alone. And there's not many staffs in the game. You know what I mean? The only one we don't have is the ones you have to farm, like the Galmir staff. Oh yeah, I never even picked a bow. That's what I was initially trying to do. I was just trying to show you guys, like, if you're playing the game right, that's how it, how it goes. What do we have the most of? Oh, yeah. I don't want to use my fires if I don't have to. Alright, so let's try to get over here. Now look, it's just to the right, you know, on the cliff here, so. There's one. I figured that put us over our weight. It's not going to be an issue. Alright, so there's your first one. Now we're going to go up the hill over here to like the northwest and work our way up here. Now you see those little towers. There's some smithing stones in there, but there's also a Red Wolf of Radagon, and we all know how freaking obnoxious they are. That's the only word to explain how they fucking are. They're obnoxious as hell. We'll come back for it. Let's say I was gonna knock it out because it's right here, but we're not gonna. You know, we'll get it. Riverside of Grace is pretty close. So we're just trying to go all the way uphill here and get to the left. When you get to the top, you're gonna pass the crystallines I was referring to. What you're looking for is a spirit spring. And if you look in the sky, you'll see a turtle just kind of floating in the sky. You know, when you actually get up on it. And what you want to do is hit your spirit spring and try to aim for him. Where is he? There he is. You see him just like kind of chilling? There's going to be a spirit spring. Sometimes it's right under him. Sometimes he moves around a bit. But usually I don't even have to look, and I could just kind of just, you know, there it is. There's two. And once again, you know, we'll come back here and make sure we have all this stuff cleared out. The only other thing we have, guys, is the Everjail. And then obviously, it's just nothing. There's nothing at this part. We got the Everjail, and then we also have just those towers for the stones. And that's all that's here. Like, there's nothing else here. Where are we sitting at? 591. So our main weapon's getting about 600. That's nice. It didn't sound like much, but you gotta remember. And we're just going back to, not those ruins, but where we started going downhill initially, where there's two ruins next to each other, so trying to aim for that. And you'll see a bunch of other smaller dragons too. They're still, you know, dragons, decent size, but they're smaller. Yeah, so most weapons aren't getting, you know, 800 AR. And a lot of people are under the misconception if your weapon ain't getting 8 to 1000 AR, it's not a good weapon. It's not true. I mean, I'd say about 60-70% of weapons that are really good weapons are getting 650. You know what I mean? Maybe 700 with really high scaling. And that's normal. You know, a good weapon, as long as your weapon's getting at least 650, you're doing good. And that's with no stats effects. Our weapon having bleed, and a lot of it. And we're already doing 600, and we're not even at 40 dex, and we're going to be bringing dex up to like 60. Trust me. You throwing that blood boss, it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal weapon. I put it top 15, so that's saying a lot with 306 weapons or whatever it is in the game. Something like that. So what we want to do is when you get near the ruins, you'll see the turtles. Turtles are an indication other turtles are around. You know what I mean? So on the map, there's the ruins next to each other, and it's just straight, like right where the road curves, the bottom road. Just look right after that curve, straight down. That's it. I'm gonna leave it up on the map for a second, but it's right here. So, yeah, that should be long enough. And we're gonna hit this, and there you go. The seal on the rise is open. So now the seal is actually already opened. We should just be able to, you know, fast travel back. If not, I'll redo it again. So. But I highly doubt it. Yeah, the seal on the rise is open. You just can't fast travel between that. And I could even be wrong about that. But that's usually how it works, and I just don't think it's worth the risk. You know, if you start fast traveling around, you're kind of asking for it. So there should be one more legendary spell after this, and then you get that trophy knocked out. Which that's one of the harder ones to get, in my opinion. Anytime you're collecting stuff, those are the hardest trophies besides secret endings. You know, like collecting all legendary talisman. The legendary talisman is a very tricky one because one, you have to wait for the world to change, and then you have to hit the capital from a whole different way to get in somewhere that was covered by water that's no longer covered by water just to get the last legendary talisman. So, you know, that is a very tricky one. That's kind of, you know, one of the things I was referring to And that's Ronnie's Dark Moon, so it's just like Ronaldo's, besides this does magic damage, or does frostbite damage. So a little less damage, but with frostbite proc, and it makes it do more damage, in my opinion. Alright, so from there, we'll be heading for the towers and the Evergel. Anytime you get stats effects, like I said, it's just like our weapon doing bleed, that spell doing frostbite. It doesn't seem as good. You're looking at one might do 800 and this one does 600. You're like, oh, that's shitty. Then you don't realize that frostbite takes a huge chunk of health off, just like blood loss, and then makes the enemy take 20% more damage for like 2 minutes. So, you know, you have to take those things in account when it comes to what a good build actually is. You know what I mean? Like, you might be sitting with Blasphemous Blade, which is probably the best weapon in the game. You're getting 800 AR at 60-60 in game, and they've even nerfed it too. So, yeah, you get like 800 AR. You can get like 850 if you're like 65 strength faith. But you don't have any blood loss. Ours at 600 will do just the same amount of damage. So you gotta account for all those things. I'm gonna try to put him down fast as I can, but he's, you know, he's a dick. I mean, and that's why too. Look at that. Come on. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? How obnoxious he is? God damn, his fucking moveset, bro. Damn it. You see what I'm saying? He really pisses me off. Or he might just be running around first stones to get the fuck out of here. I'm really 27 minutes in, but still. Yeah, have the time, that's for sure. That mean I want to spend it fighting his ass. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all we have left to do. Because he's right on top of those hills, that hill right over there. And, you know, we could take him out, not take him out, whatever, and just run around. But there's 3 towers up there. You can just run around, grab the stones, and get the fuck gone if you want. He's a very obnoxious enemy. He's one of those enemies almost feels unfair because of his moveset keeps him going. He stays hitting you, and you just can't get a hit on. I don't like enemies like that. It should always be a fair fight, you know, when they consistently and steadily always have the upper hand. We just can't get to him. It's a cowardly fight. You have to chase him because he's always running. Like, I don't care for that. When it comes to doing walkthroughs, I'm already spending hundreds of hours per game. This shit annoys the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright. I don't just deal with it for our episodes, guys. I have to deal with it when I take notes, too. Like, you just get over it sometimes, you know what I mean? Heal again. There it is. And we got his bitch ass down, finally. Now it's time I'm just gonna pick up our stones. But I mean, it is good when I do walkthroughs. It's always clear our areas, you know. Because what if I knew he didn't drop anything because I did it during taking notes and prepping for our episodes. But still, what if he dropped something, rare item, you know? A spell you could only get for killing them or whatever it may be. So that's why I try to always be thorough and take care of all of our stuff like that. Clear our areas. So 29 7s and 9 8s. So keep that in mind. 3 more 8s. You know, you're looking at getting a weapon of plus 24. We get to the end of Mountaintop of the Giants. We get the final upgrade mat, and that will be plus 25. Now it is time for absolutely the hardest Evergel in the game. There's only 2 more Evergels to my knowledge. There's obviously not one of the Halleck Tree or Fair Mozilla because those are like legacy dungeons. Yeah, it's like right up over here. Oh, out there. I always miss it. It's wherever that turtle was. Where we went up and got that big turtle in the Spirit Spring. So you just, all you do is leave here. Then you kind of took that uphill, followed around, and just go straight back. And this is actually the last thing here. There's literally nothing else in the Moonlight Altar. Now, this is going to get us my favorite summon and what I find to be the best summon in the game. It's a summon that does use Death and Death. It will fucking melt any boss's health down. However, her name is Tish. We have to beat like her mom or whatever this is, and she's fucking hard, guys. She is a very hard enemy. Black Knife Assassins are pretty sure they're like immune to blood loss. Luckily, her weapon does get staggered too. But she's all over the place. She can do grab attacks. She doesn't do well near these rocks though. If you can get her near the rock, that'd be your best bet. I know I'm kind of making it look easy. I shit you not. This is a fucking hard fight, guys. And I'm doing good now, but it's not guaranteed I'm gonna stay doing good with her. I'm just staying on her ass, you know what I mean? Electro. A very, very, very hard fight. You see the damage she does? She hits you, heal. She hits you, heal. I beat Electro first try. God, I'm getting good at this game. God, I'm getting good at this game. So, Black Knife Tish. Extremely rare and legendary action summons. So, Tish is going straight on, and she's going up to +10, y'all. I might bring Mimic and Tish to +10 for the DLC. So I only bring Mimic up to +5, so that's perfect. I don't have too much invested. Can't wait to show you guys Tish. I cannot wait to show you guys Tish. Yeah, I'm gonna jump over the round table. I'm not too worried about my levels. Levels come, right? I think we're in a really good spot. I mean, guys, we haven't even hit Mountaintops of the Giants. We're sitting here at 141. Like I said, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6 zones left, but 2 of them are there's 7, but 3 of them are legacy dungeons. One's just a boss rush. So.
Well, I took you for dead.
Wait, why am I going to you? I guess we could start bringing up our shield too, but it's time I make a choice. And that's the thing, I might just hold off. When we go to the DLC, we will be having +10 weapons, +10 shields, and +10 seals or staffs, or bow and arrow, or whatever the hell you're using. Everything needs to be maxed out, trust me. Everything, even your shield. And we'll get other stuff there too. And I also want to save as many resources as we can get, right? So, I bring this one up, but I am specking for Dex Faith to go into the DLC. When we get to our last legacy or dungeon or 2. Actually, as soon as I get the last arcane spell, I'll respec, because that's, you know, completes the suggested recommended build for everybody, and I can start working on my DLC build, because I don't even know what I want to bring over. I just know Dex Faith will work really good for the items we find in the DLC, right? So because of that, you know, I'm going to go through the last few areas with the Dex Faith build and just see what I want to bring up and what I don't. Now, we are at the point in the game, if you made it this far, do whatever hell build you want, guys, and you've always had the freedom to do so. But if I suggest a build, I'm going to at least stick with it until we get the build complete for everybody, right? Look at that. So it costs about 70,000 souls to fully bring up a legendary summon. So do keep that in mind. Now, we're going to jump back to Fort Height West. Told you guys, we have some stuff to button up. Now more God's Dead, we should be able to pick up with Gustok, Nefeli, and also Kent Heights quest. Now, I've never completed this quest on my own playthroughs. Not until I did this walkthrough did I even know how to complete this quest. This is the one quest that always escaped me. Always. I never knew how to do it. It turns out I had most of the steps right. What I didn't know, we had to wait for more God's Dead to come back and talk to these people. Damn. Guard count doing 1,200 on these guys. Look at that. 967. Alright, so let's go back up, talk to Canthite. We're going to get to, you know, the 4 Belfries. It's just for some talismans we're not going to use, but it's to do 100% of the game, you know.
I must begin my search for a true. I must begin for a true.
What are we missing here? And the other spot is... I know I didn't miss anything when it fell, did I? Maybe we did. Maybe I never exhausted her dialogue back around table hold. I thought I did. All of them are you know, Canthite is looking for a true stalwart lord, right? And that's Nefeli. And obviously Gustok was Godric's right-hand man. He's not serving anyone now. That's how all 3 of those guys get, you know, involved with each other.
In this ash, it reminds me of...
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on here, why it's not working. I mean, we could try resting. We could try to actually get up to the mountaintops of the giants. I know it's after beat Morgoth, but there might be more involved in that. We didn't attack Gustok's, we didn't fuck that up. I'm not seeing any other dialogue options here.
In this ash, it reminds me.
That's so weird. It's so damn weird. Unless something else locked us out of it. I mean, nothing really comes to this. I mean, an upgrade, Matt. Huh. You're supposed to be in this room. It's really not a big deal. It does get you ancient dragon smithing stone, but I've never completed the quest and got a platinum and everything else. Like I said, it's just not a big deal. So you guys may remember we didn't have our other keys at the time. Now we do. So we're just going to continue on down. We'll just, you know, kind of do them in order. So this will be our next one up over here. Or no, that's the one we already did. And it's this one. This is the next one up over here. Let's go ahead and use the other viewed. Remember, we have one more. So one for there, one for there. Now these are just talismans. One's going to take you to the underground region. One's going to take you to a very late game. Alright, so this is our underground region. Now this is actually going to have... I think I'll put this other one back on. Good parry choice. Don't have parry on it. So... I did forget about that. This has golden parry. It'd be nice for Crucible Knight. So the Crucible Knight's not in our way though. You know what I mean? So you don't have to fight them. I don't miss fights with Crucible Knights because I find them to be fun. But this is all we have left for this episode, guys. Looking at the time, we're only at 40 minutes. So we're looking beautiful. And I do believe the problem with Nefeli and those quests is you have to actually rest at the Godric the Grafted side of Grace. So we're going to try that before we close out. But like I said, I never actually done it until I was prepping for notes. That's the only thing I did on my note taking we didn't do here is actually rest at that side of Grace. I don't see why that would matter. But some of these things can be very specific. And we'll go over the item here in a second. I love gold parry. It's so badass. I mean, it's like, You just can't miss, you know. That's how it feels sometimes. Come on, tough guy. Come on. You know what I mean? Alright, so we're done here. That got you the modeled necklace. Raises robustness, immunity, and focus. So, I guess we could have used it for Lake of Rot, but we already had so many talismans over there anyway. This next one is just another talisman. I think it's a Pearl Drake talisman, which is gonna boot. And we've already got the upgraded version of the Pearl Drake. Actually, these are early talismans. You're meant to do this way earlier, but the thing of it is you don't even find all those keys until you get to Kaylee. All right, so it's a shield, Pearl Drake shield right here. Yeah, that's a +1. Greatly boosts non-physical damage, negation, magic, fire, holy, lightning, all that. You know, all that kind of stuff. This will be our last one. This is gonna take us to Farum Azula. If you did the game in order and you weren't worried about optional content, it would be the second to last, well, technically your last legacy dungeon in the game. As far as actually going through and progressing through this big legacy dungeon, because there's technically one at the end. But all it is you go up and fight like 3 or 4 bosses in a row and the game ends. You know what I mean? So it's not, there's no dungeon to really explore. There's a little run around exploring, but it's not nothing crazy. It's just grabbing some loose items in the open world. Partner gargoyle and like 3 or 4 bosses, and that's it. That's the end, you know. But Farum Azula is technically like your very last legacy dungeon in that, you know, that manner. All right. So it sucks about this. These guys are very high level guys, so you might get killed. So what we're gonna do first is actually just run this way, or is it? And just try to get to the talisman. And you see, look at their health. 1,900 souls. So. And there's Farum Azula, all the way over there, right? So, crazy shit, man. And by the time we actually get to him, though, we'll pretty much do like 1 guard counter, break their stance, and put him down. Going through there with a great shield. If you took my other recommendation for the recommended build, I told you faith, strength, using Erdtree, Great Shield, Blasphemous Blade, and the Claw Talisman. That's a very, very solid build. Makes the game easy. And then you rest here. Here's Nefeli. There's Kenneth Height. And there's Gustok. Like I said, this is my first time actually doing this.
It's been some time. I must thank you for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior. So many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled in the winds. Again, I am Nefeli Lu, warrior. Some call me by the title of Lady, but I remain the same woman underneath, though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me.
Ancient dragon,
Should
smith
you
and
become
stone.
Elden Lord, I would gladly lighten your burden. Farewell. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.
Ah, nice to see you after so long. Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Ah, quite. Lady Nefeli is strong and just, worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage. Such is the sincere opinion of I, Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine.
Alright, now I'm going to talk to Gustok and wrap this thing up. That's kind of cool, though, because when we become a lord, you know, like the lord of everything, it's nice to know that we got good people watching over, you know, Limgrave. And then, you know, you got, Renala. She's not in the best mindset, but she's keeping shit straight here for you. You know what I mean? You've gotten rid of all the assassins here that hunt their own kind. You're just leaving the world in a better place. And with that dialogue, that really, you know, brings that home, right? So, you know, all this shit's under good command because you trust all these people. And then, like I said, Ronaldo's maybe not be the most headstrong person, but she's, keeping shit wrapped up. You seen what happened with Selin, went there trying some bullshit. Selin got turned into a ball. Ronaldo might not be all there, but she's handling business. You know what I mean? Caelad's fucking Caelad. There's no help for it, but it's pretty cool. When I got that during my notes, I thought that was really awesome. So, now we're going to go back to the Bestial Sanctum. I do believe we picked up more Death Root. I could be wrong. We haven't been, coming here too often. No, we do need more with the wait till mountaintops of the giants. Every great room's activated, guys. I can't think of one thing. Like this 100%, 100%, 100% now with this being done. We have all of our upgrades. Weapon up to +10, summons up to +10. I have not picked a shield yet. So other than that, all you can really think of is just like boss remembrances, little caves, or bell bearings, or anything else. We even got all of our bell bearing hunters. We don't have to worry about nothing there. I can't think of a single other thing. Oh, Blackguard. We could go talk to Blackguard. Yeah, let's go do that. Azur's side too. We can go and wrap up this quest. Which just leads to another secret ending that's not a trophy. I never got it, but who's really gonna pick the fucking Dung Eater ending? I know people that have, but God, he's so weird. Even the Lord of Frenzied Flame, I got it my first playthrough because I know it was so well hidden under the capital. I'm like, there's no way I went through all that to not get this ending. I didn't even get Ronnie, so I got that one. But it's a bad ending, guys. It's just fucking pure evil. You destroy the whole world. You're spending 100 hours of this game. It's hard enough to care about the state of the world. You fought so hard to be Elden Lord, and we just gonna burn the whole world. That's, I don't know, to me it's stupid, but it's an ending, alright? Ronnie's just good. You and Ronnie kind of leave, take the evil with you so the world can know peace. So I think that's cool. He's about to die. This stuff can be really nice. So they cost the same, right? So boost physical damage negation for a time. Greatly boost physical damage negation for a time. I'd say let's just buy 10 of them. I don't use them that much. But your last chance, they'll be useful during boss fights.
And I was seeing it here again. Never thought I would. It was that months. Never met someone who got real.
Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's grab whatever loose loot we missed before. And then we're just gonna quit on out. This is just gonna pretty much complete another quest line for us, get us another, weapon. Another blood boss weapon. Pretty sure it's actually for quality builds. Now we should be getting. Oh yeah, he should be dead. Yeah, so this is really sad. Blackguard, like I said, he was a hard guy. You meet him at first, he seems like he's just being an asshole, but you gotta remember, this is a hard place. Everyone's killing their own kind. The other Tarns are killing you. It's a really fucked up world. So he's just a hard guy. He's tough, but he was never an asshole. And Dung Eater killed him. He was so scared of him too. It was so sad.
Serves me right, fucking bloody end. For a jumped up little shit with big ideas. Help me out. Would you, mate? I don't want to get cursed. Just let me die. I don't want to live like this. Not anymore. So, please.
And just kill him. It's sad you don't actually have a choice. And that gets you another seedbed curse. His bell bearing iron ball, which are these crazy fucking fist weapons. You could, regular weapons, you could put whatever you want on it. So this is Dung Eater. Oh shit, stuff this on. He thinks he's tough. Yeah, that's it. I told you, this build's fucking strong, guys. This build is fucking strong. So I love the way this weapon looked if it didn't have all this crud on it. It's a beautiful sword, just completely covered in crud. So if you were to look at it, you can't hardly see it from there. There's a beautiful sword under there, though. But sinister great sword fashioned from a giant's backbone. meets out wounds like a lopsided saw blade and restored some FP upon defeating an enemy. Milos was undersized for a giant and was viewed as sullied and terribly grotesque. Shriek of Milos lets out a horrific curse scream that reduces all damage negation and status resistances for nearby foes, while active strong attacks will change to a combo attack. That actually does go, it goes hard though. But yeah, you are looking at a quality type weapon. Causes blood loss build up at 55. So if you look under there, there's a beautiful looking sword. It's got all this bullshit on it. They didn't make them so big at the top. I'd probably fuck with it. It's just ugly. But yeah, it's a nice quality weapon. I said, here's a moveset with Death's Poker. It's the only other weapon in this game that has this heavy attack, where you throw it in the ground and slide up. Big, beefy, heavy attacks. I might even consider using this damn thing. Man, we're about to get killed. Yep. I knew it. Oh, thank God. I did not feel that run back, bro. Alright, trying to think. Well, we'll start by getting our runs. Yeah, I did want to show that off. That's really cool, though, It says it has a strength requirement, but I think it's better dex scaling when it's actually upgraded. But yeah, 55 blood loss build. Nothing like the 85 on our weapon, but still, just a good quality weapon. If they would have gave us that weapon like much earlier on in the game, I'd use it for sure. At this point, guys, there's nothing really else to do besides jumping over here to, what is it? Yeah, Alpinu Balcony. Matter of fact, did we ever pick up the cane sword, guys? I don't remember getting that. Felt like we missed something here. I'm trying to think. We did get the other scarab over there too. Yeah, just really quick. Yeah, West Capitol Rampart. So when we went out this way, we took out the gargoyle straight ahead and everything. I knew I forgot something, and that's to come down these stairs. Like I said, guys, this walkthrough, if we ever forget something, trust and believe, I know every single item in existence in this game. Every single one. If there's something we missed, we're going to get it. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. I'm just going to do another little quick run. I mean, fuck, we even jumped up on that balcony over there. We got the seal from those guys. At the very end of the game, when we come back to the Ashen Capital, there's going to be a somber stone over here. Just let that be known. I missed it fucking until I took notes for this walkthrough. I missed it the entirety of the time. We did not, before we get started, next episode, we just have the Forbidden Lands. Activate a Great Room. Do a really easy boss fight. Or two. And it's just like a little through area to our next zone, so it's gonna be like this episode where we're kind of just keeping ourselves busy. There's plenty of stuff there, I'm just saying. It's not like typical, like we have almost too much shit to do in an hour, so that's kind of why I'm just going around making sure we have everything. No need to turn back, right? See if we can go on up, maybe get another drop out of these assholes. But we do want to go back around, talk to Corin. Figure we could have our horse here. Now, after Mountaintops of the Giants, we're going to lose our horse for the remainder of the game into the DLC. This is how it is. Which you only have Fair Missoula, Haley Tree, and the Ashen Capital without your horse. Because in Consecrated Snowfield, even if you've gotten to Fair Missoula by then, you're still going to have your horse for that. No. We're just giving these guys one attempt because we have to go up here and talk to Corn anyways, as we did unveil that. We unveiled that tower that was like that statue of Radagon turns America and all that good shit. Golly. Thank you, Battle Hammer. Phenomenal strength weapon, guys. Like I said, you should get to see at the beginning of the game, but to quit doing it. So C, strength, D, E, dex. So obviously strength weapon, 26 strength, 131 plus your physical. See if we put that on just to show you guys real quick. It's a really good one. I really hate the fact that they quit giving it to you to give you a stupid summons you'll never ever use. But yeah, short hammer, but it's cool, man. This thing's breaking boys. You know what I'm saying? This thing's fucking breaking boys. Really like it. We get the rot version of this hammer too. We could do like a strength build at the end of the game for rot build. It'd be pretty neat. It's the only way to actually do it. I think Corn's actually at the very top, and we're almost out of time on this episode, so let's go talk to him. Now, last time I played, and even when I was taking notes, I could not get this to progress. I unveiled the tower, or the statue. We turned it from Radagon to America. Did all the steps we're supposed to, but I don't know if it glitched out or if I'm missing something. I know these are the steps, but I couldn't. You know.
Yes, the must have to come in all this.
About Noble Gold Mask.
Exactly was Radagon. The master, his finger has remained. But oh, how important could it really urge why we were on the
That's what I don't understand, because we unveiled the statue. We changed the statue, you know? Oh, okay. Is that what I fucking missed? Golden Order, totally.
What on earth did you do to the master? Well, not that I'm complaining. Master's finger moves again, resuming his
finger
cogitation.
moves again.
I haven't the words to thank you, so I'd like to pass this on to you instead. A glimpse into the heart of the Golden Order.
Okay, so we get more spells. Increases left-hand shield affinity with ailment resistance. That is dope. I've never even seen that. I've never completed this quest. And then Great Heal. Never completed this quest. This is something I just kind of read online to make sure we got it all. I did every step but this one, but yeah. That'd be nice for the DLC. 19 and 19 Faith. That's sick though. We'd have complete protection against any status. Blood loss, frostbite, rot. It would not matter. And there's some deathbite enemies over there in the DLC. You know, deathbite's gonna fuck you. And then the Starfist. So now we have 2 more fist weapons as well. So you got these, and you gotta keep in mind these are regular weapons, guys. Regular, meaning you put whatever, you make this fire or ice, really badass. So 101 plus your scaling strength, and then you got 105 plus your scaling strength, right? So blood loss build up and whatever the fuck you want, change in Ashes of War. But this innate blood loss doesn't go anywhere, so this would be the better pick, obviously. Now from there, we are going to go back to Avenue Balcony, because we have to get on the main road and take it out that main gate, and then start doing the path to Mountaintops of the Giants, and that's what the Forbidden Lands is. So as you know, we're going to have to take that main road, get over to the door, we're going to go out here, and then there's the tower right here, and we're just kind of clearing our way down here, taking this tower up top, and then this path up to right here. That's the Grand Lift of Rolled right here, and then that's Mountaintops of the Giants. So as you see, it's not, you know, it's not far. All this is like a little through area. So, you know, that's what we will be working on. Either way, y'all stay tuned. We'll see you next episode to clear out the Forbidden Lands and get on into Mountaintops of the Giants.